Well, this brings us to really the simple AI agent process, and I'm being generic here, is perception is the input, the action, the decision making. But traditional agents that are being traditional, that are being created in the past few years are finding that intelligence, that semantic analysis through foundational models like LLMs. I don't think use LLMs. How do you create your algorithm to be able to provide that intelligence and be able to discern lightly what's the important information from what's sort of obviously the company shilling?
We built our own language model and libraries and ontologies linguistically. We have different linguistic algorithms that we employ. I think there's several hundred. We started the process in 2019, and we built it very focused on finance. And in the beginning, we thought, oh, maybe we could just get kind of a open source AI tool and train that and save on development. But they were so basic, it just wasn't going to work for our needs because it required so much training. And the stuff that it was doing, the open source bit, was really just kind of, it's called tokenizing the words, right? Saying this is a noun, this is an adjective, that's a proper noun. And that was a good starting point, but it was pretty elementary. And so rather than rely on that and train someone else's tool how to do it properly and build on top of it, we just scrapped it and did it from scratch and said, but let's say you had two articles in front of you and you're an AI system. One article is from National Geographic magazine talking about bluebirds, right? And what they do and how successful they are. And the other is in a Bloomberg article and it's talking about Bluebird Bio, the biotech company that's a publicly traded stock. How does the AI know that one is a bluebird that flies in the sky and the other is the Bluebird Bio? And the answer really is the context around it. And so we spent more time kind of developing like contextual based cues and algorithms that would tell the AI, hey, you're in a finance publication now. We're not talking about animals. And then how do you extract hyperbole out? We wouldn't allow the system to kind of look at some of that type of language, right? It was just looking at straight events. And so our goal was no bias, no bull, right? Just look at events. Either it happened or it didn't happen, or it might happen in the future. Again, has nothing to do with the semantics, but the statistics say, it usually goes up. Stock price goes up. We use that by extracting your real-time data from the exchanges and pairing it with the event. So there's basically a correlation component to that shows, hey, this win rate, this correlation component, 95% of the time, this event is going to drive up the share price or drive down. Again, there's no opinion on that. It's just what has happened in the past. So does that mean it's going to happen in the future? You can't set that for sure, but usually that the historical way. And we have a couple of those scenarios where we call them scenarios, which is just a grouping of the same type of event. One event type we have is like a Tesla product launch, right? So does that going to move the share price up or down? I think if you ask somebody, they would assume it's going to move the share price up. Fact of the matter is it's 50-50. Half the time it goes up, half the time it goes down. We had to build everything from scratch, and the system is learning on a regular basis. As language is shifting over time, you have to adjust your algorithms and the language that you're looking for. And this includes shorthand, social media acronyms that just become common speak,
Right.
and being able to put those together. So it's a constant process of improvement.